All right, ladies and gentlemen, I've heard in the grapevine that there are a couple of ZZZ players that are not very happy with the HP inflation that has been occurring in one specific mode, Deadly Assault. They're calling it Deadly Ass or Dead Ass. And boy, oh boy, this has actually been getting a significant amount of upvotes. Whenever there's a discussion about HP inflation, typically when it comes to this game, there is a lot of people defending it. Yo, box 2, we're just playing some Zenless Zone Zero right now. We're actually going over Deadly Ass. And there are a lot of people talking about how it's gotten too difficult. It's gotten too hard. It's absolutely no fun anymore. The characters are dying left and right, and I'm not scoring nearly enough points to get even 6 points anymore. And whenever there's a discussion about HP inflation in this subreddit, in the past, all people used to say was, oh, you just gotta get better, bro. You just gotta play better, bro. HP inflation isn't as bad as you're saying it is. But clearly, it seems like a lot of people in this subreddit, they're saying otherwise. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to test it out firsthand and just see what the issue actually is, ladies and gentlemen. Because I've actually already cleared the entire thing with 3 stars. But what you're going to notice is that the teams that I'm using, ladies and gentlemen, they're pretty much considered Giga Premium. These are some of the best teams that you can individually use with any of these units. And you'll notice that the time to clear is going to be pretty fucking tight. And the thing is, I don't even think I'm going to be playing these teams particularly badly. So let's just go ahead and start off with what I consider to be one of the most annoying bosses. Let me just see over here. We're going to select this one because we got 2 stun characters on our team. And you're going to see, I barely cleared this one. I kind of first tried all these Deadly Assault stages the first time I did them. So let's just go ahead and see how we do on this time around. After we got in a day of rest, and we also haven't practiced at all. Oh dear.
I shall balance the scales of the night.
All right, we got the double chain attack. Nice. A nice 2.7k totalize.
I pledge my honor.
Uh-oh, I did the light tunnel at high. At high. Oh no, I messed up.
I shall cause the dawn.
I don't think it's gonna matter too much.
Gotcha now.
Oh, I missed the parry there. Uh-oh.
Thank you for your trust.
Okay, I'm kind of just griefing now.
An opportune target. I shall balance the scales of the night. Prostrate yourself before the...
All right, how are we doing on the score here? Not too bad, actually.
There it is. Watch out.
But we are kind of getting our ass beat. One thing I've noticed is that these bosses do a lot of fucking damage to you. Bro, did this bro just parry me?
I shall cast dawn into the shadow. Here to serve.
Okay, all right.
Make way for the undefeated champion! Yes, master. I shall bestow upon you.
Oh, his attack got stopped. Oh, he's just invulnerable. Okay, I was about to break him again, but he just decided not to. That was interesting that he did that.
Balance the scales of the night. Let order in
That was really interesting that he did that.
Let the party
Gotcha now. Incoming strike.
So, I think I've already passed the score limit, right? Okay, so I guess it doesn't matter that I died. I could have gotten a better score over here, but apparently I got cooked. I got cooked on the Lycon. We're already past the 20K. But as you can see, right, this is the sort of gameplay that I'm inputting in, and probably you can recognize we did most of the stuff relatively close to perfect. Got hit a couple of times. But I thought we did stuff pretty okay. And again, you can verify on stream, this is the first time I've done this the entire fucking day. The score over there for that one was a 22K, 22.7K with my Lycon getting absolutely demolished. And these are relatively full-built characters that are going ahead and doing all of that stuff. And I'm hitting all of these parries, doing all of these dodges, only got hit like 3 times across the entire team, but that was enough for somebody to get KO'd. And so, yes, there is a lot of damage inflation. This is with the newest unit in his best-in-slot team against... And if we read some of the boss information, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about over here. This is with, like, perfect conditions against this boss. Because this guy over here gains debuffs, takes more damage, critical damage, every time you parry him or do a chain attack. And we're doing a bunch of those in this team. We get stagger effects from doing parries. And then doing perfect assists gives more performance points. And then this is a team that parries a lot, right? Gets bonuses from parrying. Doing that all the time. And we're over here. Maybe I get like 25K. Maybe I get like 24, 25, 26K. If my Lycon doesn't die, I dodge more. I get hit by less than 4 attacks. But if you get hit by like 3 or 4 attacks, one dude on your team is 100% dead. And that's the thing. All the newest units, perfect alignment of buffs, hitting almost every single parry possible in that lineup. Even going ahead and doing those double chain attacks, I would expect the score to be a lot higher than that. I feel like the score should be at least like 30K for a performance like that, and the threshold to reach 20 should be a lot lower. The fact that I am barely scraping above that, with my Hugo on his signature, in his premium team, with Lycon having their signature as well, I just don't think that it should be this hard, or the score should be this low, playing that way. I really don't. I think that the expectations being set over here for an average gamer to be able to score these 3 stars, it's just set too high because the HP is too high and the damage is too high as well. These guys do way too much fucking damage. To have only breathing room of getting hit 4 times, breathing room of only 4 hits before you get fucking obliterated is crazy. Especially when a boss just throws out iframe moves. In the middle of his clear, he just starts spinning around on his motorcycle. So yeah, I mean, this is really just... It's gotten a lot more difficult, that's for certain. Now let's go ahead, let's take our talents over to Bringer, ladies and gentlemen. And for this stage, we're going to be using a Miyobi team. We're going to be using the Aberration buff for the Attribute Anomaly. On this team over here, we're using Lucy, Bernice, and Piper. Or sorry, not Piper, Miyabi. And let me just take a look at their equipment. Yeah, we're trading pieces with the Zhu Yan, so we got to make sure to do that. Remember that for the Zhu Yan team. This is the team that we're going to be running on this side. So let's see how this one does. And this boss has a couple of just annoying shit. Oh dear, whoopsies. This boss has a little bit of annoyance in the fact that... Oh dear. And you're going to notice that this guy doesn't do nearly as much damage as... Oh dear. He doesn't do nearly as much damage as that other boss, fucking Pompey. Pompey is fucking ridiculous in how much damage he does. Bringer is not even close.
I'm unstoppable. A beautiful shooting star!
And when you run Anomaly and Miyabi against this guy, well, I mean, the fight is essentially free, right? And right now, I'm kind of just waiting for this dude to summon his hand, and this is what you gotta watch out for, because if you don't kill this thing, your run is essentially bricked.
My blade is already shooting. Beat it! Hope you can. I'll practically the battle!
Oh, I'm griefing a little bit. So, like, the main sort of, like, skill issue you can have with this boss over here is, like, not saving a, like, Miyabi ultimate for when he's going to do his hand summon. Okay, yeah, like, here, I've got to just use it. I've got to just use it here.
Victory, the only option. My blade is already. Over.
All right, did we trigger disorder here? Okay, we do.
My blade is already. Home run! Shadowless blade.
Oh, dear.
This party is just getting started.
And unfortunately, right, maybe I should have ulted there at the end, but I think the score on that was relatively decent as well. I wasn't taking a look at it. Probably could have gotten more. Yeah, that's a good 27, 28K. And I'm going to be real here. I thought I played that pretty decently. Probably should have just ulted at the end. I wasn't looking at the timer. But yes, again, this is my first time playing these teams of the day so far. And we're going ahead. We're doing some pretty sweaty fucking shit. I think that this stage with Miyabi does end up feeling a little bit more balanced because of how weak Bringer is to Miyabi as a whole. But if you don't have her, I'm pretty sure this stage actually feels like a disease. I think that this is one of the biggest Miyabi checks that currently exists in the game. And if you're not running her, I think you just don't have a good time. Genuinely, I think you have a terrible time. And the thing is, you might feel like you need Miyabi on a different stage. And if you can't break the hand, people are saying you just get 1 star, and then Miyabi just breaks the hand on accident. It's a Miyabi check, can't clear with anything else. Even the biggest ZZZ shills in my chat are saying that this boss sucks ass and it's just a Miyabi check. And that's kind of just the case, right? And now we're gonna have the Marionettes. And boy, oh boy, is this a fun time. Let's go ahead, reset it. Let's talk about what we have to use for this team. Because of course, I don't have every single limited character in the game. And for Deadly Assault, the teams and the characters are actually locked. And so for this one, I just end up using an Astro Yao, Nicole, and a Zhu Yan team. The nice thing, though, is that you do get to share some disk drives, so I get to take this absolutely broken one and just spread it across my units. We're going to also be having Zhu Yan on the Brimstone.
Something the matter?
And we're going to see how this team does. Yeah, we're going to see how this team does. And you'll see from the score totals, it gets a little bit fucking rough. Okay, we got the kill on the
Taking the shot. Get away from me!
just using Nicole's skill like crazy, because what it does is it allows for a lot of the clones to like get, oh god. It allows for a lot of the clones to just get like blown up for fun.
I'll eat everything!
Suppressor K-22, maximum firepower.
And I also have an M1 Julian too, so that's something to keep in mind. Oh, dear. Oh, gosh. Yeah, that part of that phase is a little bit annoying. You really have to make sure you get those clones. Oh, dear.
Taking the shot. This song is dedicated to the world. The pleasure's all yours.
Bullseye.
Stay where you are. No restrictions.
All right.
Catch you in the next life.
An opening.
And I'm going to get a bunch of bullets back because I am M1 Julian. I'm trying to keep up the uptime on the defense shred. Oh, dear. I'm griefing.
Taking the shot.
But yeah, as you can see, this is me playing the team Giga Sweaty. Fucking maximizing defense, uptime, all that shit. The only thing I'm kind of messing up on are the clones over here. Yeah, I'm kind of sucking ass with the clones right now.
An opening.
And you can see you get like a 200-point bonus from killing the clones.
Yep. Drop the weapon.
Oh shit, I'm not even meaning to do any of these. I'm just trying to go to Astra.
Let our souls resonate. Time to wrap things up.
Bullseye.
Pressor K22. Maximum firepower.
And we just hit the 20K. Oh dear.
I'll leave the
Yeah, so as you can see, I have about 10 seconds left. Probably could have gotten another 2K. But yeah, we died. So you can definitely repeat this, get some more points that way. But let's be real, guys. I am playing that team, like min-maxing the uptime of like defense buffs, doing all of that. And I'm maybe leaving like 2, 3, 4K points on the table. Probably like 2 or 3K, if we're being honest, from dying near the end on my DPS. Why does it require this much sweat with like Giga premium teams? And imagine if I don't have Julian's M1. Imagine if I don't have Astra Yao. Imagine if I don't have these premium teams. You people are all saying it's good enough, it's blah, 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 it's doing all of this stuff. What if I just don't have all of these crazy units? What if I just don't have all of these broken units that are must-pulls that are extremely strong? What if I'm a free-to-play mobile player? What if I'm just a free-to-play in general? What if I don't have W engines? What do I do, guys? I'm playing these teams. That Miyabi has her W engine, that Hugo has his W engine. This Zhu Yen has Brimstone, which is her second best W engine, and then also Astra Yao and Nicole M6. I just don't think, even if you're playing Giga Sweaty, the damage is even there. And if you, God forbid, you aren't as good at the game, how are you going to clear? So, ZZZ Elitist, this is your time. What am I doing horrifically badly in these clears? Right? What am I doing horrifically badly in these clears, aside from my DPS dying after I reach 20K? Which fundamentally doesn't matter if my DPS dies after I reach 20K, which is the only time that they died. You only need 6 stars. Yeah, you do only need 6 stars, but guess what? What if I'm only able to get 1 or 2 stars off of this? What if, God forbid, I'm like this player, who was, without a doubt... Oh, sorry, not this freak. I bet before HP inflation, this player was getting 6 stars. I guarantee it. I guarantee it, they were. And now they can't anymore. Is that good for the game? Do you think that this person wants to keep playing? Do you think they want to keep playing knowing that it's only going to get worse from here on out? That it's not going to get better? That the difficulty is only going to get higher? And that the newer characters released are just going to have higher and higher multipliers and better buffs? Probably not. They just might be at the point where they're like, damn, I guess it would have been a lot easier if I had Hugo. I guess it's going to be a lot easier when I have Yi Xuan. I bet it's going to get way more simple if I do have those newer units. Because guess what? I think it got a lot easier after I got Hugo. I think it got a lot easier after I pulled Lighter, who Hugo shills. And those are some giga invested characters. Y'all want to see the investment? I'll show you the builds. I'll show you the builds on all of those units. If you're saying it's like a, oh, you would score 30k if you just didn't have dog shit builds.
I follow.
This is the Miyabi. That's the Miyabi with the full disc drive set. It's all right. I checked online. This is like a top 5% build. I think it's a top like 300 build or something like that. This is literally one of the best Miyabi builds on like the platform. You want to see what the Zhu Yan looks like? This is what the Zhu Yan build looks like with M6 Nicole and Brimstone. This is what the Hugo looks like
You a fabulous day.
with his disc drive and Hormone Punk. 100% crit rate after he uses his chain attack because he gets 15. Those are the builds that I am using in this content. I would hope that builds like this are getting you close to like 25k at bare minimum with some mistakes made. But instead, we're scoring like 22, 21, 20.6 on other teams while playing with like 3 or 4 mistakes across the entire run. And God forbid I make 5 mistakes. I guess the run is just dead. We're not getting 3 stars on it. With endgame characters fully built. Everything there. That is how bad the HP inflation has gotten in this game. Specifically in Deadly Assault. And you can say, oh, you only need 6. Great. Right? Great that you only need 6. Awesome. But just assume that I don't have all these characters. I'm saying that even if you only need 6, I have all these characters fully built with some crazy ass fucking teams. And the scores are getting lower and lower and lower every single reset. Does HP matter when you're not supposed to kill? Okay, Wotads, fundamentally, you don't seem to understand that the HP being higher means that it takes longer to get the score. And so, yes, you're not meant to kill the Deadly Assault bosses, but that means that the higher the HP is, the less score you get for dealing the same amount of damage. So you need to deal more damage to get the same score you did before. The scoring is based off of how much of the boss's HP went down as percentage. And if the boss's HP gets higher, you have to deal more damage to get the same score you did before. How did you not understand? You're so stupid, it's unbelievable. That just kind of shows the level of performance that you need both on the execution side, the investment side, just to barely be getting passable scores in this Deadly Assault. And believe me when I say, before HP inflation, before all of this crazy stuff has been occurring to just, I don't know, continue to gatekeep people from playing these game modes, those teams that I showed you, we'd probably be doing 35k with a performance like that on Bringer. We'd probably be getting 30k plus on Pompey with performance like that, and on the Marionettes, easy at least 25, 26, 27. And as HP's gotten higher, it's gotten way harder to achieve these scores, and the end result is just sort of like, you gotta do more damage to get those points. And there's only so much investment you can have on your disk drives. And so you gotta end up like fucking playing like an absolute freak just to like barely get above 2, 3, 4, 5k. And I hope the gameplay today and the stuff that we were doing and the rotations that we were showing off make that a lot more clear. Or you just pay money and pull the newest characters. But, you know, nobody wants to get into that part of the conversation. Let me know what you all think. Peace.